We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
On the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long for Prescott. Flush to his right. Got a man, Slayton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And some space here.
All you got to do is look
at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carried by number
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
22.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
2 yards.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Giants will get it now at the 20.
20-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Chase Young on the tackle.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You'll see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you'll see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 46-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The throw here to Andrews. Andrews, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a handoff as they run left side. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
39-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Prescott going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
A 41-yard.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marlon Mack there to make the grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 times.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, It's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, it's Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Marlon Mack, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
It is good. Makes the score Giants 14, Washington 12.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marlon Mack with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Forced out to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away.
The pass.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 88, Evan Ingram.
From 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 28. Washington 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
Xavier McKinney.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
1st and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Prescott to throw this time. That's complete to Slayton. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Prescott here to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Mack. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Gibson here complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's good.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,